realize terrible things happen. All right. Yo, everybody, this is Purge, and I'm bringing you guys a vlog about IPL5. I just went there over the last weekend. I'm streaming right now. Go watch my stream. I went to IPL5. It is a StarCraft 2 tournament primarily. They also covered League of Legends, but needless to say, I was not there to be involved with League of Legends. I just moved to Los Angeles recently, and I wanted to go visit because for the tournament because it was in Las Vegas. So we took a bus and it was only $25. So I went with Blitz. You guys know Blitz. Twitter.com/Blitz_Dota. Go follow him. We went to that tournament, and oh yeah, I should give you more of an overview of what I'm doing in this video. I just want to vlog about this because I'm sure there's lots of cool stuff that you guys want to hear about, kind of like live vicariously through some of the experiences that I got to experience. So I'll just talk about this really quick. It probably won't take too long. Thanks to everybody for being patient on stream, by the way, because we're waiting for a game to start, and I figured this would be now the good time to record it. I took some notes here. You cannot see them, but a little bit more about IPL. It is a tournament format system. They hold tournaments. They have other content that they produce on the average week, and then they have tournaments at gambling places such as Atlantic City in Georgia, or sometimes also Vegas. I believe they've done twice now. So we went over there, and it was pretty cool. We took a bus. It only cost us $25. We had to sit on a bus for like 5 hours, which is pretty shitty. Trying to sleep. I found that the best way to sleep is head on your knees usually, but you kind of have to do it to like one angle or the other because the backings were really backing the bus drive. The bus driver is kind of crazy. Who's this Hispanic guy, and he kept talking to this other lady that spoke Spanish. I was in like the third row, so I could see everything that was happening. And I swear to God, this guy would be driving a bus with like 50 people inside of it, and he would like occasionally just turn around when he couldn't hear what she was saying. He'd be like driving a bus, and he'd be like, "Sorry, what did you say?" Okay, all right. And I'm just watching this happening. I'm like, keep your eyes on the road. Oh my God. And he was so active with his cell phone. He would use his cell phone more than I used the entire trip. He would just be like whipping it out. He had a Bluetooth at least, but he would just like go through his contacts list and catch up with his entire family. I swear to God. And the roof was leaking. Like I made a bet with Will that the bus wasn't going to be shitty. It wasn't like actually for money or anything, but he would have won it. He was like, "Oh, it'll be like a 4." And I said, "Oh, whatever. It's going to be a 7, an average bus." And it was a 4. It definitely was a 4. So I was unexpected about that one. So anyways, we got there without dying, which is pretty awesome. Not dead. We were going to sleep on a floor in somebody's hotel room, but we ended up lucking out. We went to meet Heyoka, who is a Team Liquid admin, I believe. And we actually got to sleep in beds instead because apparently Liquid Hero had a room set up, but he didn't want it because some Liquid had some house that they were staying at. So we got to stay in his hotel room, which was really nice. So we actually got to sleep on beds, which was so good. So beds it was. That was Wilmy and Heyoka, I believe, in a room. We met a bunch of really cool people who were friends with, I think, Heyoka. Shout out to Mr. Hoon and the other dudes. It's going to be Blitz's new chat icon, which I still can't believe that's happening. You'll find out later if you watch his stream. We'll see if they change it. But yeah, it was pretty fun. That was the first day we went around. We walked around the event a little bit, kind of met a few people. There were League of Legends players everywhere. I didn't get recognized as much as I thought I would actually, which was interesting. For the best though, because it was kind of nice to just be anonymous, which wouldn't have happened if it was a Dota event. Not that getting recognized is bad. It was kind of interesting. I got to just people watch a lot, and I did an interview with Hotbid. Hotbid's a Team Liquid guy. Is pretty cool, and you guys can watch that. If you haven't seen that yet, go look at my Facebook or Twitter, and I posted a link to it a couple days ago, so you can see that. That was really fun. I have watched StarCraft 2 since the StarCraft 2 beta, so watching the games was actually enjoyable. We hung out with all the other Team Liquid dudes. We sat there and watched a bunch of games. The nice thing is that we kind of bounced between watching games and not watching games, so we would go and watch, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours of games, so we'd go back out and hang out in the lobby. So that's pretty exciting. Land environment, a couple thoughts about that. The main thing that almost everybody talked about all weekend was like, damn it, I wish there were more girls in esports. And especially most of the ones that were actually there for StarCraft weren't watching StarCraft, they were watching League of Legends. There was a little bit of cosplay and stuff like that, but it is what it is. I told somebody this, I can't remember who it was, but I was like, I think the way to save esports, if you guys know, the StarCraft 2 scene is kind of drama filled about if the scene is dying, which it probably isn't, but the best way would be get more girls in the scene, because then if the event was like 30% girls or 40% girls and the rest dudes, then just like it would be so much. Think how many people would just literally travel to events because they're like, damn dude, there's gonna be girls everywhere. I don't know what demographics are like at cons or anything like that, but it was pretty male dominated, which it reflects in viewership as well. I think my analytics tell me it's only 5% females anyway, so maybe it'll be the same, but unfortunately that's just how it is now. So it's really just a lot of dudes hanging out and having a good time, which is also good anyways. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. But it would be nice if the environment was more open to girls. I know that sometimes people in game aren't very good at that. Some nights we played Mafia. I don't know if you guys have heard other people talking about this before, but it is a regular thing. So we played with a bunch of community members. I used to play in middle school at camp, I think. That was like once a year I would play the game, but we played with a bunch of really good people and it was fun. Played with adults. Sheth was really good. He was super good at it. He was very hard to read. So was Hopid actually. Hopid was pretty hard to read, but for some reason I just had full trust that he was not evil. And the first game we played actually, we just stomped. And I think that was that because Will was bad? Blitz, I can't remember. But the first game we played was a pretty small one, and we just like stomped face. Everybody just we didn't lose a single Mafia guy, and we killed everybody within like 15 minutes. So that was pretty cool. Vegas itself was not really something I experienced much. Like I walked past the all the betting tables and things like that, but I didn't necessarily I didn't gamble at all. I watched other people gamble. Blitz actually took his first $25 and he gambled it on odds on roulette and it was a zero. So he lost all of his money. Gone. 10 seconds. Mr. Hoon broke even almost on slots. He put $1 in and he gambled down to like 30 cents but went up to 82, so he cashed out, needless to say. Although I know that he later made good money. He put 20 in, I think, and he got up to 90 and then he quit. So he made $70 or something like that. That was pretty cool. But other than that, I didn't really like party or anything like that. It's like it was interesting walking around because everybody I knew was there on vacation just to like party with other super attractive people that are dressed well. But that's not really my thing. So I'm like, I would really like to go play video games and watch TV lazily and eat good food and hang out with friends. Dancing at a club when I can't hear anybody doesn't sound very appealing to me, nor does hitting on women that are just there to do that. So the whole Vegas thing didn't really apply to me. It wasn't something that I was really there for, but it was interesting to be around it. I guess I got to people watch quite a bit, which is pretty fun. I think I kind of covered culture of LAN parties, after parties. Did I cover that as well? Not really. Those are kind of interesting. A lot of the first couple days, it was pretty much just like it reminded me a lot of college, like my first or second year of college. I mean, everybody was over 21 pretty much, but hang out in a hotel room and drink booze and talk to everybody, which is cool. I got to meet so many cool people though. I got to meet Total Biscuit. He was really awesome. I might do a collab with him, which would be super cool. I got to meet Katz finally. I casted with him a bunch. He was really nice. A lot of other StarCraft 2 personalities. Sheth was really cool. Even all the admin people, like all the people that do behind the scenes stuff who aren't as forward in the scene, they're all really nice people. Like there was very few people that annoyed me there, which is awesome. It was generally just a really cool time. The really good after party is the Twitch party. Everybody kept telling me that the Twitch parties weren't very good, but I went to this one and it was great, so I will never say that ever again. It was a nice party. It was in the Chandelier or something in one of the hotels. So it was pretty cool. Just like lots of Twitch people, so I got to meet a lot of the Twitch admins and a lot of the Twitch staff while I was there. That was really sweet. I saw a lot of StarCraft 2 pro gamers as well. I talked to Ananiwa for a little bit when he was drunk. He was like, I choked, man, I choked. And I was like, well, it's okay, you know. It was interesting. So yeah, I got to talk to lots of cool people. It was really fun. We're actually going to NASL this weekend because it's like 40 minutes away. So we're going to drive to that. And I think Hotbid's coming over to stay with us one night and we're just going to land Dota. So I might try to set up a second webcam and 2 mics. That way I can mic up the room and have webcam in the room. That would be really cool. And I think that's about everything that I need to say in terms of parties and things like that. The final last story. When we were leaving at the Cosmopolitan, we left and we were going to go find the bus to leave again, to drive back to LA. And we missed our turn walking. And then these girls stopped us, these 2 girls who had luggage as well. And they said, oh, are you going to the bus to Los Angeles? And we said, oh, yeah, that's us. Follow us. So they started following us. So we talked to them for a bit and they were really nice. The one girl had way too many bags. And she walked up and she's like, oh, can you guys carry one of my bags? And we like both kind of looked at each other and were like, whatever, we'll be nice because it's the courteous thing to do. And so Blitz takes 2 of her huge bags, 2 of them. And she's like, oh, you don't have to take both. You just have to take one. He's like, no, it's okay. Blitz, nice guy, 24/7, etc. So he took 2 of her bags and then we walked to the bus. We eventually got there and like we were just chatting about stuff. The one girl was boyfriend worked for IGN, I think, and the other girl was actually there to observe, and she was like, oh yeah, I was just watching by myself StarCraft 2 a bunch of the time. She said I mostly play WoW, and I was like, oh okay. I asked if she played League of Legends. She's like, no, I haven't, but everybody tells me that I should. My computer just went to sleep. So I was like, fuck yes. And then I gave her Dota 2 beta because I had the keys, or the plastic keys I brought a bunch that I had from the international. I had like 3 left over or something, so I brought them with me. So I gave one to her. So hopefully she plays Dota 2 and not League of Legends. One more girl in the non-League of Legends scene. And then they started chain smoking, and then that other girl turned into a huge bitch, and they also had a bunch of booze. So then I was just like, complete 180, screw that. And then they ended up trying to smoke weed on the bus when we were driving home, and everybody got mad at them, understandably. So one more annoying person in the Dota 2 scene, thanks to me. Thank you. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. So that was pretty exciting. And then we got back, and I made Will late for his much to do about Dota show. That was my fault. We got at the wrong stop, I think. And then and then I got home, and now I'm back into the regular thing. So let me just double check my. Oh my God, there's so much fucking Skype going on right now. I need to end this so that I can read. There's like 6 people sending me messages right now. All right, thanks for watching. That was my IPL5 vlog. It was really fun. Go to an esports event sometime. It's really fun. Who's calling me? One of my friends is calling me. All right. All right. I'll see you later. Bye, guys.